those midfielders that are creative.
Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Live and here with Mr. Butler. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Big up to the panel, man. Long time listener, but the first time I called. Yeah, man. Let us have two questions to the panel, right? Sometimes, we are Jamaican, but we have a call a spade, right? Lowe, it's full time for Lowe to start sit down on the bench now. We need to stop use name. We call name now and play the game. You understand me? I say full time for Lowe, sit down on the bench. And this guy named Latty Body here, we don't know what the coach in this young man. Whatever we say, we don't see no more player out there can play this youth position near Latty Body here.
That's a 2-point race, Carla.
I mean 2 point that, and just last thing. You see, Jamaican is a thing where we are so hard to please. I'm tell you this, Leon Bailey. I'm not a big fan of Mr. Butler, I'm going to make it clear, but Leon Bailey, I will bring back people back in a national stadium where the office used to be the office. Leon Bailey is going to do that, and that young man can whisper. And it's full time to Lowe start, sit down on the bench, and somebody need to grab Lowe and make him understand him role where my player. And Latty Body here, boy, me no know. I just smile like a two-tier that now, what me around.
Alright, big up yourself, Carla. No respect. Gentlemen, how no approach this Damion Lowe stuff? First thing, David, important part, captain, when Andre Blake not playing, but time and time, sometimes him can be a little bit a suspect and make a mistake. But don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but sometimes him head go and come. How do you approach a player like a Damion Lowe? Very important to the national team.
So the first thing is who we are going to replace him with. That's the first thing, right? And then you look around and then you see in this current squad, we had Michael Lecter who came on, right? I'm not sure where he is. I haven't been watching a lot of Michael Lecter. So
Charlton playing.
Yeah, but I'm telling you from my personal opinion, I haven't watched a lot of him, right? I heard, well, he did well against Grenada, but who are you going to replace him with? One. Secondly, I was there at the National Stadium when Lowe had a disaster class. That's just the truth, right? Now, for me, I take the good with the bad with Damion Lowe, because you know him going to play with him hard on him sleeve, you know him going to be a rough house, but at times that can be to his detriment, right? Now, it is important for have players in the squad who can give higher level performance or a similar level performance, but who is in the squad? The question I forgot be who we have to play over him.
We have good defender, we have good centre back. We have good centre back. We have Ethan Pinnock, we have Dushan Bernard, we have Latty Body. That is his position. In playing for Coventry in the championship, he plays centre back. That is a perfect position.
But he's playing centre back in a back three.
It no matter, him can play the right hand side, him can play on the left hand side. He's a competitive player. But we'll leave that down to the comment section. But over to you, Mr. Coach. What do you think about Damion Lowe and people calling for him head?
First of all, I want to thank Damion Lowe for his years of service to Jamaica and represent Jamaica and things like that. I've watched his career for a long time. I can coach up Damion Lowe. Damion Lowe is decision making. You understand? Is what needs to be worked on right here. His decision making, and somebody needs to take him into a film study and show him, like tonight's game, and you show him what are you doing here. The threat is coming from there, but the cross is coming in, but the goal is going to be scored from the header, not from the cross. So why are you focused on that? And did you organize your box? Things like that. You coach him up to make better decisions. Because I remember I pointed out in the Gold Cup when he went from his center back position always to the forward line during the run of play. You remember that, Ryan? We talked about that. And then the other one did. You know, it was just indiscipline. What are you doing? You're a leader, team leader, captain. You have to show the discipline to the rest of the ball of them. Will do their job and be disciplined and maintain a certain level of professionalism when you're playing back their defense. You understand? So I can coach up a Damion Lowe, and I think so. I don't want to destroy him or anything like that. But you know, players can be fixed with good coaching and understanding about it. It's been going on for years. You have to fix some of these players. Jamaican arrogance. That, you know, nobody can't tell them nothing until you tell them and make them do it.
Okay, fair enough, people. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Big up to all of the people down in the comment section. OJ, Danny Jed, big up yourself. Nothing but love and respect. Owen, big up yourself. Know yourself, big up yourself. Big up to all my channel member them. Really do appreciate the love and the support. Also, big up to all the females them. Georgia girl is watching. Big up yourself, Shem. Big up yourself. Big up to all the females them. Auntie Juliet from over England there. Big up yourself. Enough love and respect. Island boy, big up yourself. Enough respect. But people, smash the like button and subscribe to the show. Stop what you're doing. Hit that like button and drop some super chat. Make the sun look bright. What are you going to do with Damion Lowe, Mr. Butler?
Well, how old is Damion now?
He's 31.
I think that Damion still has a lot to offer Jamaica. The great central defenders of this world, Maldini, all of them, they played past going up into their 30s, huh? And they were able to help lead and develop the others. I think Damion need to maybe I can talk to him, you know.
Yeah.
But it's important that this is to understand this is not a physical problem. You know, it is not an ego problem because Damion loves Jamaica. It is simply somebody sitting him down and reasoning with him about what his roles are and how he needs to affect them, you know? And another thing a lot of people need to stop doing is, I used to hate it when I was a player. You don't know what's going on out there on the pitch. You can't always just hate on a player because you don't know what's going on. You know, of course, Damion has made some mistakes. Of course, he has a big ego. But how many of you remember when Damion went for the big headers on the corners and scored some brilliant headers for Jamaica? How many remember some of those off-the-line clearances that he made? You know, everybody's willing and ready to bash somebody when they make a mistake in life. You don't realize that mistakes are how people learn and grow. That's how you get wisdom. Yeah, wisdom comes through mistakes. So, okay, Damion will learn from his mistakes, I'm sure. Tonight's mistakes, I'm sure he will learn from. I'm sure he'll go and watch the game. I'm sure he will sit down and say, boy, Jano, I can do better. But, you know, we need to support our player better.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Them champion.
Bless up, man. Bless up. Big up everybody on your panel. See, you want to know, Ryan. A lot of people don't realize the coach continue to play Lati in a wrong position. He want to play this up. So people will understand that, brother. It's a makeshift thing, man. A coach a deal with right this up. All right, next thing. A bedroom there, Da Costa, Mr. Da Costa.
Yes, sir.
Right? I have to take off a couple points after I'm strike today. Now, Daniel Johnson was the best player in this team since tonight. And Daniel Johnson, he was involved in every play, attacking play that go forward. Just watch back the match. Just watch back the match and you will see. He was the one that sent the pass, that collect the ball and send it forward. And notice everyone, when they get the defender, them try to find him. See him? He was the best player on the pitch. No, another thing, cause me don't want to stay too long. No, Lowe is 30-year-old. And Lowe one of my baller who me rate and respect. But I'm kind of afraid when I see him going to tackle straight, because every time I see Lowe going to tackle me, I look on a red card. You see it? But as Mr. Butler said, Lowe did and can show youngster them certain things. But I want to ask Mr. Butler a question. How Damion Lowe I go show youngster certain things when Damion Lowe himself I make so much mistake? See? Yeah. So me love what Bailey scored tonight. Cause me one of them who beat Bailey, you know. Cause me know Bailey ability, you know. Me know Bailey ability. So me love what him score. One thing more Bailey do for me. You see, like the ball when get and went down and saw the Umbria and then in two of them down at the box there. Eh? I pass him to pass a ball across in front of the goal, you know. But me see say him take himself. So me glad say him score, thumbs up to him, and trust me. Really how far we not see 50% of Bailey yet for Jamaica. But me are dying now hope one day we see him. So this are my 2 cents.
All right, big up yourself, Carl. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show, live on air. Carla. Good evening.
Good night, bro. I'm on everybody with the panel tonight. I just have a few points after watching the game I want to get across. And the first thing is, I believe in a Damion Lowe. I said that mainly because I one of the most, as well one of the analysts, him alone wear him hard on his sleeve, but it's a case where he need to get it under control more often, which is why I feel like we as Jamaicans, we don't take much pride in defending because we have so many attacking capabilities on the field. Don't take much pride in defending. And me believe that Damion Lowe is one of the only persons out there who actually do it. Where he might get it wrong at times, but him actually take pride in defending. If we have, say, Andre Blake, we take pride in it and say, all right, run out and top the ball there and clear it and say, all right, yeah, man, get it out of the back. Just like how a couple years ago, when City did a play, they never take much pride in defending. They score a lot of goals, but they concede a lot too, and then you realize them always lose when it comes down to the meat of the matter. But since Ruben Diaz forward in and then John Stone start pull up him socks and all of that, you realize the man them start actually take pride in a clean sheet. Them can go up on a 15-run win. When you look on a Liverpool and a Van Dijk, them man they take pride in a defending. So would I love to see we actually do that when the ball them coming at the back and them attack it and get rid of it soon as possible, so that our attackers and our midfielders them can feed off of that energy and do what need to be done. And another thing to bro, with Latibo here, with him being a natural centre back, me would I expect say alright, when them cross they come in, he would have fill in between Bernard and Lowe or in at the back line to help with the crosses coming in. But if that's not the case, I realize what happens. Huh? I know you're right, bro.
No, you kind of break up. Go ahead, man. Continue.
Oh, yeah, but in the second half, bro, watching Latibo here, he was one of the ones who actually are pressed with energy. But with that, you realize only one person left in the midfield after him run out and make that initial pressure, which is Daniel Johnson. And Daniel Johnson is not a natural central defensive midfielder. He's a central attacking midfielder or central midfielder at best. You get me? So when Lati run out and make that initial press there, by the time they bypass the press they and reach in a midfield, them already up against our defense where you have Damion Lowe backing up, Bernard backing up, which means a shot I got up on goal. You get me? So we would have really love for we have or get a defensive midfielder we sit down in the belly of the beast there, so I know say alright. Anything come dead. You get me? Nothing of a pass, nothing of a touch him backline, nothing of a reach Lowe or Bernard or Pinnock whoever around there. Nobody enough to touch them. At that more I love to see. Because if Lati go give it that initial press there, by the time them beat around in 2 times, I hit that the man them get a shot at goal. You get me? So them they are my 3 cents. I'm glad to see Bailey score. But now go on, my preferred front 4 would have been Antonio up front, Bailey on the right, Bobby in the 10, and Gray at left wing. So you know, work out so today, but I'm glad for the win regardless and hope the man them continue just gel and just love the football and play with the ferocity and everything in a one, you see me? So
all right,
that's my 3.
Big up yourself, Carl. Enough respect. 110 this car. Go ahead, Coach Douglas.
Douglas? Who's Coach Douglas?
my apology, brother. Me that yo.
You know, I want
Listen,
to.
coach, let me tell you this. It's not easy if you run this machine, you know. Where I watch comment section, I watch super chat, I watch a comment. Me a
Buck
dead.
up, man. Buck up, man. Listen, just because a player, you criticize a player is, once again, constructive criticism different from just bad mind criticism, you understand? Daniel Johnson, a player can have a great game, a good game and slip, but still have deficiencies. What needs to be corrected, you understand that? We cannot be so thin-skinned that upsets enough people, you understand that? My criticism of Johnson was the fact that he doesn't give us the dribble into the attack that we need. I think he can do. You understand that? He drops everything back and then turns and fades. Now he can distribute and things like that. And he needs to do both. His lack of proper defending was part of the Haiti first goal. You understand that? He ran, I saw the replay again. He running alongside the Haitian man and the Haitian rather than running past him. The man is dribbling the ball. You have to have a recovery speed, recover the defensive position and turn the attacker. He didn't do that. The man was able to play it to the wing, and of course, it led to the goal. A breakdown here, DeMargay first breakdown, giving the ball away. Second breakdown, Daniel Johnson didn't deal with it defensively. Third breakdown, it wasn't dealt on the wing. And of course, the final one, nobody marked the central forward as he headed the ball into the net. So when I say, when you criticize a player, it doesn't mean he had a bad match and things like that. It just means this one area of his game, I was able to point something out and tell him, do better in this area. So please stop with it. I don't like Daniel. I think a fantastic player. What do you mean?
Thin skin, Jamaica. You know the thing I got, coach. Don't worry about it. Big up yourself, Rooney, man from United. Go ahead, Mr. Butler.
I want to support what he's saying, but you also have to understand the role that Daniel Johnson has to play, coach. He's playing a deeper role, which is a more dangerous role in terms of turning and facing opponents. He has to be very careful. If Leon Bailey is playing the number 10 position and he's playing high up the pitch, if he loses the ball, he has Daniel Johnson and he has Latibodier to cover him. If Daniel Johnson loses the ball, he only has Latibodier. If Latibodier loses the ball, he has no one but the two defenders facing him. And so the amount of responsibility of the danger is more as you go back, right?
Yes.
So
but coach,
job, that is why you have the idea of connecting the dots. His job is to get the ball to Leon or to make the through passes. Yeah? But mostly to get the ball to connect to the 10. You know, so it's really the roles that the players play. If he was playing in the number 10 position, he probably would be more creative. He probably would turn quicker. You know, he probably would flash and make whatever, but I guess he's trying to be conservative. You only have two people really in the middle, huh?
I understand that, but that kind of conservative play, especially one I pointed out during the broadcast, there's 20 yards of space behind him, and he still went negative with the ball. Even if the center back played it up to him, that also shows me the structural failure going on there, meaning the lack of communication.
That's a big problem with Jamaica's national team. It's a huge problem, and it started all the way back in the 1998 squad. Yes. When the Brazilians, when René Simões came, he brought the Brazilian method of football, and we learned half of it. Yeah. Half is the keeping of the ball. We never learned when the transition time comes and how to be creative and use the skills and go forward. So yes, we made a World Cup with that, but it left an indelible mark on the culture of Jamaican footballers and defenders, because they believe it is cool when you turn back the ball and knock it over the other side. Yeah, if you do that at my academy, you know, if you turn back the ball, it will take you off of the field.
Yeah, I call it, Mr. Butler, coach, I call it playing scared. They rather put the pressure with a big heavy ball to our defense than put the pressure on the opponent's defense and things like that. And I pointed out in the match where he had 20 yards of space to turn, and it's just a simple fix, you know, a scan before you get the ball, a side turn to collect the ball from side. Simple fixes that, you know, and people shouldn't get upset and argue when you're trying to correct some of the flaws and deficiencies.
But you know, when you really look at it, though, have we not made advances compared to where we were 4 months ago?
Yes.
Because 4 months ago, you know, all we do is side, back, long ball.
Yeah. But it's patterns
And
of
then
play.
Leon is standing up there like this with a big defender jumping over his head. Now, we're getting it a little better. So we can't not. Damian and him friend them around there too bad. They might improve.
No, we need patterns of play in certain areas that have been worked on in a training pitch to knock that ball out of defense thing, and the communication to tell Daniel Justin turn when the ball is played to his feet rather than come back. So you know he has open space to turn. And once again, if you're not changing the shape of the defense when you send them long ball and other ball like that, you have more defenders to harass your teammates and forwards.
But coach, is which training pitch you're talking about?
Well, that's the point. That's
the one
the
at
point.
Philadelphia, or
Yeah,
the one
that's
at
the
Aston
point.
Villa,
Okay.
or the
yes.
one in Saudi
Well,
Arabia.
that's the point. The lack of one.
They have no time.
Yes.
So the best thing the coach can do is to keep the team together. That's why the team is improving by the games, you know, and the like a 5-day trainings that they have.
I agree with that. They're improving.
So we don't. I can win by team at Mona. I can make more changes and advances than the coach can because I have the players all the time.
All right, gentlemen, we have to disagree to agree. Carla, welcome to the show. You have been on for 4 minutes.
Ryan.
Yes, sir.
2 teams. We understand that Damion Lowe make a lot of mistakes in the defense. But who can read the game like the man?
Talk to me now.
The man can read the game. This man all intercept coming at the middle and try intercept ball. Look on the midfield run where the man does since night. The man can read the game. He have a lot to put to the Jamaican team. Who can read the game like the man? That's all I have to say, Bridget.
All right. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Big up. All right. By the way, big up to all of the commenter down in the comment section. Coach Devon, Ala Majed, big up on yourself. Enough love and respect. Rooney, big up yourself. Thank you very much for your donation. Thank you very much for the thing. You know who do it the best around here and thing. You understand, to try to get everybody involved in the thing. But David has been going quiet for a little while now. Where do we go with this national team? We're in the quarterfinal. We top the group. Where this Jamaican team go now to continue to improve, because we're going to face one of the big guns next month in the Nation League quarterfinal. Talk to me, because we need to qualify for the Copa America.
So for me, we need continuity. As Craig did say earlier, we can't keep chopping and changing. By now, we're supposed to have an idea of who are the players that we can depend on. We have an idea of who are the players that can come in and make the real impact, right? We're still not 100% sure about the midfield, but we're getting there. So we need to keep the players together, develop on what we already have. Clearly, he said the coach I work with him system in 4-4-2, and we have to find the best players available to put in that in those positions, right? So that is the first thing. Correct? Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Mr. Butler.
He's not playing 4-4-2, coach.
What is he playing? What is he playing, Craig?
He's playing 4-2-3-1. He started with the 4 in the back, then with Latibodier and Johnson, with Leon ahead. And then on the left, he had Demarai, and on the right, he had Whisper. And then up front, he had Antonio. So when the second half went down and they decided to switch down, he went to 4-4-2 at the end because he had 2 big strikers. But that's not what he played most of the game with, and that's not how he intends to play. If you look at how he's been playing.
Definitely understanding about it. Look close to a 4-4-2, especially when we're defending, because you can see the clear 2 banks of 4s, and then the second striker, the number 10, becomes the 2 up front. So I do understand where you're coming from, right? But either way you take it, we have to understand that which players, because first thing, there's a saying, so the players determine the system where you play, right? So now we have to look at the players' strengths, we have to look at who is good where, we have to look at our best players. So that's why I think that we're playing also, because we have to have our 4 best attackers on the field as well. And we have to find a way to make it work. So the cohesion is coming together. We're definitely playing with 2 in midfield, 2 central midfielders. We're still yet to find who are the best 2 midfielders to play in there. And we have a few midfielders in this camp so far, about 4, 5, 6 central midfielders. So we're going to see who are the ones that are going to come forward with us. DJ, coach was saying about DJ not bringing the ball forward enough and taking risks. In my opinion, I think it is understanding of the role. DJ is a natural number 10, right? So he probably interpret playing deeper to take less risk. Also, with him running beside the player, I'm thinking that DJ is also a natural number 10. He's not the greatest tackler in the world. So you're not going to get that defensive work from DJ that we probably need. He's not the most balanced player on both sides of the game. But all in all, we can take a lot of positives and move forward to the quarterfinals.
Talk to me, coach. Talk to me. Where we improve this team to going forward?
Oh, we improve this team when they start to play the game as a unit, and then also playing speeds, meaning that solving a problem on the pitch, whether it needs combinations or it needs a through ball, long ball, whatever that moment calls for, is what we need. You understand that? When I say playing speeds, right? So we bring the ball from the back, and we're getting the midfield now, right? We slow it down to 5th gear. You can't go 100 miles an hour in it. You have to slow it down, work together. Leon Bailey combining with the other ones, and next thing you know, you're sending the Marigain or Mikel Antonio or Bosa, whoever. That's back up to 100 miles an hour. That's back to 5th gear. You know, we understanding when to slow it down, when to knock it around and maintain possession, to not lose the ball. When to drop the ball, drop and switch along the back line, and you understand? That's what needs to be improved in this team. And we're slowly getting there. Coach is right. We're slowly, you see an improvement and things like that. So when I criticized Daniel Johnson, one aspect of it that actually led to a goal, people don't understand that all these players need to improve in some area. You understand? All these players need to be improved. And we shouldn't settle for just average or whatever. We just try to get the best player for that position and the best at it. And everybody here said we need 2 other midfielders. Yet they're defending Daniel Johnson like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. He's very flawed, like most of the players. You understand that? And if you had a player, right, and you had a player ranking from 1 through 10, Ryan, where would you rank that as a player from 1 through 10, 10 being the highest ranking? Where would you rank him?
7.5.
Okay, so now 7.5, right? How do we get him now to 8, 9, and 10? Some of the things I just pointed out, right? Let's correct those. So stop jump down my throat, especially in the comment section about.
I'm
just saying, right?
Listen. Don't pay the comment, man. If me not pay the comment, man, the whole show mash up. Stop, get into the comment section, man. They're going to show you up. They're going to remember, sir, Pep Guardiola them call you know. There's a reason why for that, you know.